Hi, everybody out there in internet land. Welcome to a very exciting day here at Show It, here on showithere.com. I'm Field Denny, and this is my amazing co-host, Elizabeth Langford.
Good morning, guys, or good afternoon, depending upon where you are in the world. Today is so exciting because one of our fellow Showiteers, wedding photographer Katelyn James, is launching her brand new brand.
Yes.
And we wanted to raise a glass and celebrate with her and share it all with you out in internet land. So whether or not you have your champagne ready, we are going to bring on live with us now Katelyn and Michael, all the way from Virginia, and their lovely little dog, Boca.
Boca. Hi, Boca. Hi, Katelyn. Hi, Michael. How are you?
But he is.
I can tell. He misses me.
He's probably exhausted, though, because you have been on the rebranding kick now for a couple of hours, right? You actually launched at noon your time.
Yes. So this has been a long week, and I think Boca's excited to have his parents back.
Right.
That's awesome.
We're so excited, and it's been a really cool experience because this is the first time I've ever done this, officially, with a real designer.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting. So tell us a little bit about the process and tell us about your designer. She is someone that we know and love here at Show It, Jennifer Olmstead. So can you tell us a little bit about this process, Katelyn?
Yeah. So I started following Jen, I don't know, 2 years ago maybe. And maybe 3 years ago, and everything that she did, I loved. Even if it wasn't my style, I loved it. And so I remember thinking to myself, okay, one day I'm going to hand over the reins, and I'm going to stop designing for myself. And
Which is hard for her to do.
Yeah, it's hard. It's just I've always designed for myself, and I thought that I was pretty good at it, and I'm okay at it. But what I realized is that I really needed someone else to step outside from my world and tell me what I should look like online. And Jen just did an incredible job. And when I first emailed her, because I know she's really popular, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to work with her, but I emailed her and she responded, and we set up a timeline, and I kind of felt like I was working with a designer celebrity, and I feel like I kind of was. And she just did an incredible job. I was so excited when I got throughout the process. I would get little emails, updates from her, and I told her it was like Christmas morning every time I got her, because I got to see a new aspect of my site, and really my site is my own business. I don't have a storefront, I don't have an office where all my clients come to, really. So this is it. This is the look of my business. So I trusted her with it, and she just blew me away. So she's worked really, really hard. I think her family is going to be excited to see her again too.
to have her back in and available. How long was the process that you went through? And I know it's different for everyone, but how long did this take to get to this point?
That's a great question, and I think you're right. It's different for every designer, but for us, I emailed her way back in the summer. But we kind of said, hey, this is what we want to do, but we don't want to start until late fall because our wedding season was just crazy. So we started technically, I would say, I actually don't remember exactly. I think it was October. I know she's in the chat, so she can tell me. But October, November, and then we started really cranking out stuff in December because we started to look at a January launch date. And then we decided, we brainstormed a big giveaway with our friends, and that made our launch date set in stone. Yeah. And so we got it done, and it was a tight squeeze, but it was worth it. People are responding so well, and we're so excited. Well, so it was a really good decision.
Yeah, and talk about that big giveaway with your friends. So it's Buddy and Jill Powers, right? At Big Springs Farm, and you guys are doing a whole wedding giveaway.
Right.
I was just watching the video today, and I was like, oh my God, I kind of want to get married again.
Yeah.
Are vow renewals okay? Because Big Springs, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. The The not so fun part about the giveaway is that you have to obviously have a contract. So Buddy and Michael spent days working on contracts, and that's actually written in the contract. It cannot be a vow renewal. Sorry,
Man.
So you're out of the running field. But one lucky couple is going to win an entire wedding, right? I mean, every single part of the wedding, you have just an amazing group. I think you called it the Wedding Collective. Is that right?
Yeah. And basically, so there are a few things like catering and entertainment that aren't included, but the major things and all of the pretty things, all of those things are included. And so it's going to be really fun for us because we get to shoot this designer wedding and we get to gift it to a couple, and these couples get to share their story with thousands of people online, and then we'll actually set up a voting system for the finalists, so we aren't actually choosing the winner.
Oh, that's neat.
The general public will pick.
So Phil, you can vote, you just can't enter.
Well, as long as I can be a part of it, I feel
that's right.
I feel like I'll be okay.
You can be online voting.
Yeah, I can be online voting. Great.
Yeah.
I need to be online more. Thanks for giving me an avenue to hop online.
I think one of the things that I love about your rebrand, Katelyn and Michael, is that it still feels like you. It's not, you didn't do a complete 180. I mean, this is clearly you. It's just an evolution, maybe of what you were before. And obviously there's a lot of teal, which I love. And you sent a box to hear it show it. And it was really fun to come back from lunch the other day and find a box that was addressed to me and the guys at Show It. And I've put the little goodies on my desk, and I have yet to see them touch anything other than the mints. But
I actually have a picture of Todd taking a picture of Liz taking a picture of the box that you guys sent.
That's awesome.
I'll send it to you because it's pretty great. You know,
Behind the scenes.
Instagram inception.
Exactly,
right? Pictures of people taking pictures of details.
Yeah, I'm afraid I may break Google. Like, I think that's how Google works. If you put a picture of a picture of a picture on there.
I don't think that's how you break Google.
Yeah, well, just real quick for everybody out there, on that side of Liz is the chat thing with which most of you guys are in right now, which is awesome. Definitely hop in there, and then if you guys have any questions, I see that Jen is in there.
Yeah, Jen Olmsted is in there. She can answer questions about the design process that they went through.
And apparently we failed to mention a part of the design process, which was margaritas. Is that?
Yeah, I mean,
it's crucial.
Jen and Aaron are pretty great with their drink creation.
Yeah.
So you learned that firsthand.
And they're hosting in general.
Hosting in general is like Jen's second thing that she's like perfect at. So we actually went and designed some of the site with them in person. And for someone who runs their business really personally, that meant a whole lot to us. And I feel like Jen had such a great understanding of what we wanted because she spent time in person with us. And that, I know not everyone can do that because of distances, but for us it worked out, and it was such a game changer. So we loved that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think that's great. Katelyn, can you tell everyone a little bit about the 3 words that you chose and how those words helped to then drive the design choices that you made, and even down to the things that you sent out as part of the sneak peek, how those words play into your design?
Yeah. So I've always known that one of my words I wanted to be joyful. One, because it plays into our faith, which is a big part of our business. And also because I would say that I can take the soft romantic portraits, but that's not my specialty, I don't think. I mean, I love those, that are just so gorgeous and romantic. But I think I really enjoy getting shots where couples look like they're dying laughing and they're just having so much fun. And so, did we lose you? There we go.
No, we're good.
We're there.
Okay, good. And so I think that really exudes joy. And so that's how I picked that word. And then genuine is just in our wedding pictures and pictures I take of other couples, like I just think that that's something that's so important. And it's also something personality-wise that Michael and I always want to try to be, whether it's through our online presence or when we're speaking, or we just want to be seen as genuine people who care about people genuinely. So that was a word. And then timeless, it was really cool because when I was picking out images, there are some images on my site from 2009. And,
Oh, wow.
and that really, it shows me that I found my style a long time ago. And while my editing has changed a lot, it's gotten a lot better. It still means that my style is standing the test of time, really. And so that was a really cool word because it basically encompasses my style as a whole. I don't want my images to look old-fashioned 5 years from now. And so this was the first website where I actually went back in the archives and still kept images from several years ago that I still loved because I found I've been doing this a while now. It's really weird.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. And I think it's so important that it sounds like you definitely went into this with a plan and a strategy to be able to connect with your potential client in a way that really is honest about who you are and what they're going to get from you. And I think that's so important. It's not just about it being pretty, it really is purposeful at the same time.
For sure. And I think just reading some of the chat comments here, you've sold the idea of going to Jen's house for margaritas.
On the mountain in Virginia.
It is now a must. It's a requirement that people make the pilgrimage to the mountain in Virginia.
I'm sorry.
No,
she's the one who wrote it.
Yeah, she's all on board.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I can't. There's a lot of chatter in there, and I think it's all Jordan Demos.
It is. Well, he talked about putting on a dress, which is not the first time I've heard him talk about putting on a dress. And so, yeah.
Costume party at United?
Oh, okay. All right.
Or just a regular old Monday night.
Yeah, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge how often he may or may not put on a dress.
I will say that Jen was a huge help in helping us kind of discover those words. Like as we're going through this process with her, it was work. She gave us a lot of homework, a lot of worksheets to kind of work through. To say, what were some of the examples of like the?
Like I did a worksheet that basically I just walked down like a whole list of adjectives, and it was like go through each line and circle which one you are. So are you sophisticated, or are you more trendy, or are you flashy, or are you more like matte finish? And that really helped me because I knew literally the only inspiration that we came up with before those worksheets was my foyer, which actually looks a lot like my new brand, which is really fun. I knew that I wanted to be welcoming and that we wanted to, because we love hosting people in our own home, and we love people more than we love pictures, and so I wanted that to be portrayed. And so she just really helped fine tune that with all of her worksheets and the whole startup process. She basically knows what she's doing, which was awesome.
Yeah, I've heard she may or may not be really good at this. I think she's
incredibly talented.
Awesome. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, we are so excited for you. We are so excited to see who wins and becomes the couple at Big Springs Farm and gets the wedding from the wedding collective. That's so cool.
We're also both slightly devastated that vow renewals are not a part of that. I understand.
Yeah.
So sorry. Maybe down the road.
And we had the same wedding photographer shot Field's wedding and then shot my wedding about 7 months later. So maybe the same wedding photographer should shoot his renewal and my renewal.
Right.
Exactly.
Same.
Just throwing that out there on the internet.
Maybe start a trend. You never know.
We could do a styled shoot renewal at United.
There you go.
I'm just saying. So what is next now? What are you going to do this afternoon? The brand is launched. Are you jumping a plane and heading for a beach, or what's the plan for you guys?
I wish.
Oh gosh, I wish we could come right on down to Arizona, but we're gonna relax at home. We've missed just being home without having our face stuck to a laptop. So we're gonna go out to dinner tonight. We're gonna not look at our computers constantly, because that's what we've been doing since Saturday, or actually more like Friday. I mean, it's been nonstop, because not only did we launch the blog, the blog and the website, we launched just everything else. You got to change your Facebook, you got to change your Twitter, you got to change everything. And so we had some videos incorporated, and that took a whole week of stuff. So it's been quite a process, and I think we're just excited to have it live and it's so fun to have people celebrate with us. I think that's the most exciting thing.
Yeah, well, we are so grateful that you were able and willing to celebrate with us today. And January is such a big time for people that are looking to kind of start this process or rebrand. And so I guess our final question to you would be, if you had one piece of advice for someone who is starting down this road, what should they do first to start a rebrand or pull a new brand altogether?
Well, I think that there's a lot of things I would suggest. One would be to give your designer freedom and trust them, because I remember writing my first email and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to pay for all of this design, and what if it doesn't look like me? Like, what if I don't like it? What if I don't? And I just had to trust that Jen would just do something far beyond what I could do for myself. So that's the number one thing. The second thing is to really not settle for just an okay site, you know, push yourself. Like, for example, one of my favorite parts of my new website is when you go to Meet Katelyn, there's a video, and then there's a KJ Faves page where it kind of bumps around this little shot of all my favorite things. But then Jen designed this page that we added kind of last minute. It's about our travels, and it's beautiful. It's like my favorite page, and it has nothing to do with weddings. So I just really push yourself and find some new, unique things that you can throw into a site that will be really fun for other people to view. And then lastly, I would just try to set really realistic expectations for yourself, you know, and for your designer, whoever that may be. Just hey, we're gonna try to get this done by this day. I think we moved pretty quickly with this because we had a deadline. It was a little stressful at times because we kind of threw the deadline out there really fast. I'm really glad we stuck with it because it gave us a way to nail down, okay, we're going to mail out launch boxes this day, and we're going to start showing people the countdown on Instagram on this day. We're going to create a hashtag for it and all that good stuff. So just have maybe a timeline about your launch. That was really fun for us.
I love that. I think that is great advice. And we are so excited to be doing this with other showatiers. So if you are launching your new brand, we want to know about it and we want to share it out with our community. We have another launch coming up, Show It Live launch next week.
Maybe Jen Olmsted will be a part of that as well.
I think she might be. Justin and Mary Morantz are getting ready to launch their new brand, and we're so excited to share that with all of you. And we hope that everyone out there in internet land, if you haven't gone and seen Katelyn and Michael's new site, it's gorgeous. KatelynJames.com. It has a beautiful video intro at the very beginning, the splash page, and that's something really cool about Show It, that you can do that.
To thank Tyler Harrington did that video for us really last minute, because some of my ideas we're like, oh, let's do that in 2 days. And so totally made it happen. So we love him.
Perfect amount of time.
Right?
Yeah. That's how we do stuff too. It's like, oh hey, in 2 days we should do this and it'll be awesome. And it is.
You get bursts of creativity and you have to go with it. And when you have the flexibility to do that, it's great.
One other thing that I think we should mention, and Katelyn, I've seen you post up about this on the Instagrams. We had talked to Jamie Delane about the school sessions, and you're a part of that. And I think that's so awesome. Tell us about why you decided to be a part of that. I think that's neat.
So the number one reason, I mean, obviously we want to help and we want to give back, but I just love Jamie's heart about it. She basically emailed me before she even launched it and said, you know what, like, I have the same heart for my business as you do for yours, and I want to see God do something big. And we've been blessed with a lot of reach with our platform. And so she came back and she's like, I have this idea and I would love for you to be a part of it. And we love being a part of stuff like that, because I don't think Michael and I have a capacity to plan something that enormous and that powerful. And so being a part of it just on a smaller scale allows us to feel like we get to be a part of this life-changing event and helping people and supporting a friend in the process. So I'm really proud of her, because it's such a big undertaking, but it's so well done. Like, you have to check it out. The school session site is beautiful. So yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome. Well, and she's also, she decided that she's going to be joining us at WPPI. So she's going to be at WPPI. She'll be at the show at booth, and she'll be there to talk about school sessions with people. If anybody have any questions on how to get involved in that, and you're going to WPPI, definitely come see her. Not only is it fun just to get to talk to her because she's such an amazing person, you can get involved in this really cool. Really cool.
It's a really, really neat movement, I think, to get photographers involved in making a difference. And Katelyn, you are going to be speaking Sunday, WPPI.
Yes.
So excited.
Okay, if you're going, please come, because they gave us a room that's way too big, and we really want some friends to show up.
There are going to be lots of show-a-tear friends there, I have a feeling. And that's at noon, correct? On Sunday.
On Sunday. So we are getting the pressure off early so that we can have fun the rest of the week and be at the booth and see all of our friends. So yeah, Sunday at 12, and I'm talking about the balance of marketing both professionally and personally at the same time.
That's awesome.
Ooh,
that's awesome.
Love that.
That's hot topic right now.
That is going to be great. Well, we just want to raise a glass to you. We are so excited for you and so proud of you. Your brand is beautiful. Great job to Jen Olmstead, who took them through that process.
Yeah. Awesome job, guys.
Great, you guys. Right. Congratulations. Have a wonderful day and enjoy date night.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for joining us.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Yeah, thanks everybody out in the chat. Have a great day.